welcome to the official Nintendo podcast.
An issue on sale now. $3.99.
Unbelievable.
Bosh. Hello and welcome to the official Nintendo Magazine podcast number 25. We're here to talk about a new issue on sale now, £3.99.
It's cheap.
I'm the editor Neil Long. I'm joined by Steve Hogarty, deputy editor.
Hello. It's really cold in the studio today. Should have brought a jacket.
You should have, Steve. Online editor Tom East is also here.
Hello.
Hello. Games editor Chris Scullion.
Hello, I'm absolutely roasting.
Are you?
Yeah. I should have brought a swimsuit.
I'm glad someone else commented on that. Otherwise, I'd have seemed crazy.
I was going to leave it.
Old temperature, Steve.
Always assessing the temperature. Gav, how's Gav of Nintendo TV fame? How are you? You okay?
My temperature's alright. I feel like I got a bit of a cold. So
you
if
do sound like you're dying a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
if you hear some sort of dripping onto the microphone, it's just my snot.
And with that glamorous image, I'll introduce the rest. You can win Xenoblade Chronicles at the end if you manage to endure this podcast for the full hour. But in between...
25, though.
Yeah,
Podcast
25.
Quarter
Quarter of a century.
25 years.
That's older than that's older than Steve in years.
It is?
It actually is.
Is it?
I'm 24.
Oh,
Really?
babyface Steve.
Baby
No,
Steve.
baby-faced hope.
Baby Steve is his temperature dreams. Thermo Steve.
I've been given the smallest chair as well to sit on.
It's actually one of those babies' high chairs you get in McDonald's.
It's called the naughty chair, Steve.
I've got my lunch on here.
Got a little bib,
Some carrot sticks.
some drool down it. Another lovely image. In between, for the next hour, we're going to be talking about the new official Nintendo magazine on sale now. It's got a bonkers Inazuma 11 cover. There's lots of awesome previews in there: Skyward Sword, Mario Kart 7, Sonic Generations, Super Mario 3D Land, a big 25 years of Zelda feature too. But now we're going to talk about what we've been playing. I like to think I'm quite good at platformers. That is a lengthy tale.
I'll tell you what, I'm really there. I'm really there.
It's really good. It's really
awesome. Yeah, I just
Utter rubbish in the
blobs.
Really cool.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really good.
Not my cup of tea, those sort of games.
Really?
They're not mine usually either, but every spare minute of my time is really best.
So this month, the big game that seems to have swept the office in a craze of Japanese role-playing game-ness is Xenoblade Chronicles. You may have seen lots of coverage on Tom's website. You may have seen the amusing video that we did involving some rubbish accents.
Amazing.
Gav's best.
Thanks, Tom. So yeah, we were a bit angry that there weren't any Celtic accents in the game. So myself, the Hogman, and Mr. Scullion decided
Is that
to
a new
redub it.
thing? I'm not aware of that.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a Celtic thing.
There was a memo.
Stick to Hogmeister.
So we redubbed it using our lovely Celtic accents.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's on the website now.
Got 12 marriage proposals from it.
Hey,
Yep,
Do you really?
Yep.
accept any.
Just from talking.
yep, just from talking.
Blimey.
Because of our sultry tones.
There's actually one kid who keeps tweeting at me saying, "I really want to marry you."
Yeah.
Who reads the magazine?
What's his name?
I've forgotten it. I'm sure I'll meet him in court one day. then I'll know his name because
the
I
guy
also have a bullet in my heart that came from his gun.
That's a terrifying
But
start.
at the
to-
moment, I don't know his name.
So Xenoblade, it is pretty good, isn't it? I've not got around to playing it yet
It's
because
really
it's
good.
an enormous game.
It is massive,
And
but
I
it
don't-
doesn't feel.
I don't want to. I think it might
It doesn't
take over
feel
my
like
life.
when you play massive games. Like I'm thinking of stuff like like Dragon Quest and Pokemon and stuff. That feels huge as from the outset, and just like I'm never gonna be able to connect all this stuff. Blah blah blah. With Xenoblade, I don't know. It just feels like a sort of adventure game. You're going off doing these quests and stuff. It feels a lot like sort of the way that you meander around like Grand Theft Auto sort of thing, where you sort of go off if you want to, you don't have to. You've got these open quests you can go back to at any time. But yeah, no, it's really, really good. Like usually with JRPGs, I just can't go anywhere near them when I don't want to. But with this, like straight from the outset, it feels really Japanese. So and like the translations are quite funny.
Yeah.
Like they've obviously been translated directly from the Japanese.
Bit of Google Translate in there.
Yeah, so there's loads of sentences that like barely make any sense. I was playing it on my girlfriend was doing some work next to me. She was like, "Are you seriously playing this?" I was like, "It's mental." She was like, "How long have you been playing it for?" "About 25 hours. What's going on?" "Couldn't tell you."
Really?
I know this dude though. It's me.
So would you consider yourself a JRPG fan? Because Queen off our website asks, would this game be suitable for someone who has never played a JRPG?
Definitely.
It's quite easy to get into and well
completely.
explained, isn't it?
I'm not into JRPG at all. It's so far away from what I enjoy doing in games, but I absolutely love this.
I haven't played it because I've been on holiday in Hull. Glamorous.
Yep, more glamour.
But I read the review and the battle system sounds a bit scary. Is it easy to get
No, it's
there?
really easy. That's the thing. Like you just sort of you press across and like they sort of the battles take place automatically, and then you can just add into them then with these sort of extra special moves you can do. And there's like a sort of little timer thing on it, but it's not like it's not really turn based. Like you sort of just wait around. It's really really good and really easy to do. Which easy is the big theme that I like. If it's easy,
I like that too.
it.
Yeah, Star Vigilante off the website also says the areas I've seen are beautiful. The battle system stat heavy like any good JRPG, but intuitive, and the characters are likable.
The battle system, I think it is quite stat heavy.
that's the
but-
thing.
Stat heavy,
it's like-
but intuitive. How does
the
that
thing
work?
is that it is basic enough that you can learn it without too much hassle at
Yeah.
first. But then as you put more time into the game, it starts teaching you like more complex things. So once you're like 50, 60 hours in, you're like chaining different people's attacks together, and you've got 3 people at once doing all these different attacks, and some people's attacks link up if you do them in a certain order. So there's a lot of hidden depth to it if you want to kind of take the time, but if you don't,
Do you
then
need to remember?
still.
Do you need to remember all that?
No,
stuff?
because it's taught to you like it with such a kind of slow pace that you're not getting overwhelmed at once. A lot of JRPGs have that problem where they teach you try and teach you everything about the battle system all at once. It's like, here's how you fight, here's how you use your magic, here's how you have to chain the attacks together, and you're like, calm down.
Yeah.
But this like throws it at you like
in bits.
in bits, so that you by the time you've properly mastered one, then it gives you the next one, so
Yeah.
it never feels like you're getting swamped.
There's something really satisfying about hitting things and numbers popping off their heads. That's what I love about the Castlevania games as well. Just getting bigger and bigger numbers to pop out of monsters.
And as the more you advance in the game as well, there's some pretty big numbers that come off, like some of the big things, because they've got a ridiculous amount of
That
health.
is a big number.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
It's even bigger than 5.
some of them go up to 9.
Some of the most of the response I've seen on the review is all being really positive. Everyone who's played it seems to love it.
Yeah.
This Mafu 1989, or would that be MAFU?
I
Mafool.
don't know.
Who says, loving the wide and open areas to explore. Have to say, some of the music in the game is some of the best
Yeah.
I have heard in a long time.
Yeah,
Really good.
Yeah, agreed.
agreed. What is it? Sort of standard epic violins and orchestra and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it doesn't seem sort of old, or it doesn't seem stale. It fits in really, really well.
Yeah, it does.
The walking around music is quite nice when you're just walking through like a field, and it's just like sort of like nice sweeping little melodies.
If you've not got it yet, if you go on the site and watch the intro video we've put up, like near the end of the intro, the camera zooms back and goes like out to show the whole world. There's just like amazing like epic music at start. You know, by the end of it, you're like, yeah, come on.
Is that the same accents video?
No, it's different. It's
Different, yeah.
If it was, it would have been.
better.
Oh,
It'd be,
look at that! I don't know what that
Really
was.
look at that. That was a
That was an
combination.
amalgamation.
That was all 3
generic,
accents.
not English. My own personal accent. Pokemaster, for fans of the soundtrack, has a good tip. Says, to anyone who is interested, you can get the soundtrack for free if you register the game on Club Nintendo before the 30th of September. I didn't know that.
Yep.
You download it from the treasures section on your account. So if you are into
free.
Xenoblade Chronicles soundtrack, you can get it for free. Just register it on Club Nintendo.
Right,
It's good, isn't it? Also, in this issue, Inazuma 11, it's the cover game. We've invested in some... It doesn't get more exciting than this, listeners. Neon ink
What?
Some yeah.
All the way
Neon
from
ink.
Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
It's we imported it from the future to put on the cover of the magazine this month. To
What does the word
celebrate.
Inazuma mean?
I don't know.
It's the. That's spoilers.
Is it?
Oh,
No.
Football.
I don't know.
Is that not the name? Sorry, I'm
The
gonna
team?
sound really ignorant. I think it's the name.
Is
of the
that just
His
the name of the
face?
club?
It is
Like Liverpool FC.
no, because he
Inazuma
lives.
11.
Oh, yeah, that
bec-
makes sense.
No, the name of the club is the name of the area where he lives. I think it's just some crazy freaky deaky Japanese name.
I see.
For
So that's the lead review
at
this
the team.
this issue. It's been going down fairly well on the website. It's one of those games that not many people would know about until they see our crazy Japanese cover this month.
Actually, yeah, this guy. Sorry. Yeah.
This guy,
Who is
Go
that
on.
guy?
Shimima King.
yeah,
I was just sort of looking at his comments, and I just saw 3 things that I was just like, if I didn't know anything about this game, I would definitely want to get this game. Level 5, football, RPG.
yeah. It's just to explain.
That's amazing.
It's a sort of bonkers fusion of football management, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
and role playing.
From the creators of Professor Layton.
From the creators of Professor Layton, with the same sort of lovely art style and a cameo. Spoilers. That's quite exciting. So Shimama King says, "I just hope it's not another rubbish TV show tie-in, trying to cash in on a popular show."
Oh, is it a TV
I've
show?
never heard of the show.
this-
So.
Yeah,
Oh,
people
yeah,
people
yes.
might not know this. That it's going to be on some form of satellite TV channel over
Really?
the summer as
Yeah.
well, because it's a spin-off.
It started. It's on some Disney
Yeah.
Sweet.
channel, I think.
Looks good.
Is it games
So it all
first
ties in-
or TV series first?
Do you know, I'm not
I'm not
sure.
entirely sure, to
Which
be honest.
one?
I think it may be game first because the game's been going for like 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
in Japan, but I'm not sure. I need to double check that.
Yeah, there's all sorts. There's manga as well and toys, and it's quite a big deal
It's a big game. in
over
Japan.
in Japan.
Although it isn't the first like Japanese cartoon based on football. You should check out Captain Tsubasa. It's
Yeah.
like proper mental football cartoon.
Yeah.
How long have you been waiting to drop that one in?
Just the 4 years. It's in now.
Lives Wired, however you say that. He's piped up saying rubbish. I wonder who in management thought that idea could even work. This is him commenting on the release date confirmation. Better off keeping it in the land of the failing games.
Is there such a
Is that a
land?
real place?
So,
Yep.
as you might have guessed,
It's called UK.
Oh,
that's a
satire.
real zinger. As you may have guessed, Lives Wired is a massive success in Japan. So, Land of the Failing Games probably not right description of Japan, is it?
Land of the awesome.
And it's got a very, very positive and fascinating review in the issue on sale now. You can read more about that if you go down to the shops and pick it up for £3.99. Other games we've been playing this month, a bit more Skyward Sword. The thing is, you lot have been playing it as well at there's been various sort of Nintendo Unleashed events going on up and down the country. And I think it's the E3 builds of Skyward Sword, Mario Kart and Mario Land have been doing the rounds. So you've been on our website responding. Rin Tony says of Skyward Sword, I really like the motion controls. It probably goes without saying, but the precision of Link's sword strikes really blew me away at Nintendo Unleashed. I had a lot of fun in the dungeon demo getting the giant spiders to expose their bellies so I could stab them. I also enjoyed hacking away at the Stalfos, trying to avoid the swords he was using to shield himself. Steve, you had a tough time trying to fight the new boss guy in the Skyward Sword demo recently, didn't you?
It's really difficult because I think the demo sort of just dumps you
straight
in
into
front of that boss. I think at that point you'll have learned different techniques that you should be using. So it took me a while to figure all that stuff out. But he does things like he grabs your sword between his fingertips, and you have to sort of wrench it back out. And then he fires these projectiles at you, but they're at certain angles, and you need to strike in that angle to deflect them back. A bit like when you deflect Ganon's energy balls back at him.
Okay.
But you need to strike in specific angles. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it seems to take combat on an extra level, doesn't it? All the even little incidental things like the Deku, not scrubs, Deku Babas, I think they're called. They're like the piranha plants of the Zelda world, aren't they? You've got to slash them at a very precise angle, depending on how their mouth is open.
They've got either horizontal mounts or vertical mounts.
Yeah.
And you need to slice them at that angle.
And there's a bit where you kind of wave your sword around in a circle to
Confuse a door.
Yeah. So there's lots of
reminds
interesting
me of,
stuff in there.
You know, in Mario 64 when that eyeball chases you.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
It's that, but in Zelda, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's go.
Recycled ideas. Sporkhead had a good go on Skyward Sword recently as well, and he's written quite a lot of interesting stuff in here. He says the combat. He or she says the combat works extremely well, particularly the boss battle in the demo against. How are we saying that? Girahim. Where you really have to get your sword swipe angles right. It just feels right, and it was extremely difficult battle at that too. If I hadn't found my inventory that wasn't filled with potions, I'd have lost, as you need to be on your feet. Grabbing hearts from pots left me open to a few attacks, and even standard enemies provide a proper challenge now. You really have to think more about what you do with your items now. He also uses a bit later on the phrase real-time potion chugging, which is...
That's the way the new inventory works. It doesn't pause. You just comes up on screen like a what do you call
wheel.
Rose menus.
Rose menus.
But when it all expands, you hit on one and it opens up more items.
Yeah. So it's a lot more on the fly, isn't it?
You can't hide in a menu screen to chug potions. Real-time potion chugging.
Real-time potion chugging. They should put that on the box, shouldn't they? Thanks for that, Sporkhead.
Yeah, Sporkhead.
Sporkhead's an awesome name.
Yeah.
Isn't enough love for sporks?
Real-time potion chugging stood out. Sporkhead.
Yeah.
That's what it should sound about.
He also says, from what I played, it felt very free-form, which is an interesting thing. Sort of like jazz.
Sword is jazz.
Nice. Which is something that Mr. Enuma, we've interviewed Mr. Enuma twice now on the subject of Skyward Sword, because it's been in development for so long. And he said much the same thing, that they are taking a more liberal approach to progression in Skyward Sword, in that it won't be just sort of overland dungeon side quest anymore. Freeform seems to be the byword for Skyward Sword. So you got hit the nail on the head there, Sporkhead.
The good thing is, though, we do finally have a release date, which
we do.
I can't remember right now.
It's November.
November the
7th? 18th.
Yes.
November and a number. So another game that's been doing the rounds for Nintendo Unleashed. We truly are the Nintendo experts this month, aren't we?
We did brilliantly.
Yeah, superb. Mario Kart 7. Luigi Foo Fighter says, definitely getting it. It's my most anticipated game. And there's some sterling English here. It's got to be the most funnest series on Earth.
That's good. I like that.
That's true. I agree.
Another one to put on the box.
He likes Luigi
the most
and
funnest
the Foo
series.
Fighters.
So he's put them both together to come up with that name.
Luigi Foo Fighter.
I think a lot of people... Yeah, I was looking at this, and a lot of people are saying my most wanted Christmas game is Mario 3D Land, and a lot of people are saying Mario Kart 7. It seems to be split between the two.
Yeah, December's going to be a hell of a month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mario Kart 7 and Mario Land.
Mario Land's in November, isn't it?
Truly Nintendo expertise shining
through. The run up to Christmas in general
is great,
because you've got
big guns,
a new Layton, a new Zelda, a new Mario, and a new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All
so
vying
November is
and the new Kirby.
December is
and then
Kirby.
Two new Kirby's.
Two new Kirby's.
Two new Kirby's.
Super Pokemon Rumble as well on
Pokemon,
3DS.
Yeah, Pokemon Rumble.
So pretty much.
Holy smoke!
Nintendo All Stars, you might say. Keep an eye out for that next issue. Oh. Spoilers. Magazine spoilers. Yeah, Purple Kurobo Think.
Our readers have the best forum names.
Yeah.
They're really
Colette
good.
wrote a blog about it.
Most difficult to read out on the podcast. Thanks. This blog just proves that O&M are paid to promote, not to review.
What?
Which is a good joke from last month's podcast.
Well done for listening. It's good. I like it.
Well, paying attention. Good.
Good.
That's
He
from,
or she says, I like the way there are many different layers to this game. For example, in Mario Kart Wii, everyone follows each other on the same strips of road and the same racing line, whereas here there are options to go underwater or glide a little, which is...
That's sort of what we
Yeah.
said last month.
Good
Exactly
point,
what
yeah.
we said last
Yeah.
month. So if you listen to the podcast, that's where he got his opinion from.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's got an opinion from you.
He obviously
All
does listen
from
to the
you.
podcast. Doesn't he? Well, a joke. So
It does have a lot of layers. It's very much the onion.
If
of
we
the
listen
Mario
back-
Kart series.
it does have a lot of layers. Unlike Purple Curabo thinks opinion.
I think it might just
Wait
be
a minute,
purple.
wait a minute, he's
I
on,
don't
he's
know
on
if
our
it's-
side.
I think it might be
I'm
just
joking.
purple Karibo. I don't know where that thing
He's
came
awesome.
from.
Really?
Yeah, I
Purple
don't
I've
know.
done some amateurish cut and pasting there. That's what's happened.
It's on Super
Amateurish,
Andre.
the byword for this podcast.
Yes.
Super Andre says this game is one of the biggest steps that MK series has taken since Double Dash. It looks
Mortal
really
Kombat.
interesting, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to enjoy it. I think you will, Super Andre.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Mm.
Is that like normal Andre after he's eaten a mushroom?
It's Andre 3000, but upgraded of
Yeah.
Outcast.
I was thinking
Fa-
about Andre
famed,
the Seal.
hip hop
I was
fans.
thinking Andre Agassi for tennis fans.
Would you say nowadays Andre 3000 was more a musician or an actor?
I would say
I
he's
would
a
say
musician / actor.
Yeah, music actor.
He's
What-
actor.
What's he in?
Yeah.
He's in
Artiste.
semi-pro.
What's
With Will Ferrell.
He is, isn't he?
Never
Yeah.
He's in
heard.
that
They
really-
also did Idlewild, the massive
Oh,
flop
yes.
with Big Boy, his partner in crime.
Oh, I think we've got an Outcast fan in our midst.
well.
Listen later on, and you'll hear more facts about
About Big
Outcast,
The official Outcast
Detroit's
magazine.
finest proponents of hip hop.
Aren't they
Surely
Atlantic?
the insane clown posse of Detroit's.
No, I got no love for ICP.
What?
They're from Atlanta.
Those juggalos will mess you up. Anyway,
No mention of Outcast in the next series of comments.
So we'll skip those.
And right arrow.
Super Mario 3D Land. You used the phrase mixed response when referring to this last podcast, didn't you,
Yes.
Tom? But now people have had time to play it. Gavin Boyle says it looks good. It's going to be a good cross between the fun of modern games and exploration found in Mario 64. Now, I'm not sure about that.
That's true.
It's
I haven't
all
seen
fairly
anything.
linear so
Yeah,
far,
I
isn't
haven't
it?
seen anything where you explore
Explore.
anywhere
Mm.
really.
I think in
I
terms,
think because there's a
Boyle's
flag at the
getting
end
his
of the
facts
level,
wrong.
isn't there? You know, it's just a,
yeah,
it's your classic Mario platformer.
yeah, getting from A to B with
there's,
a little detour to Z.
that is blatantly going to have like a world map, like New Super Mario Bros. In it,
Yeah.
where you move from side to side and
Yeah.
collect
Yeah.
the 3 coins in each level.
Yeah,
It's going to be New Super
Mm.
Mario Bros. With
3D.
galaxy-like levels.
yeah, and possibly the biggest controversy surrounding the game is summed up by Anton Firth, who says, considering it's a Mario game, I feel surprisingly uninterested so far. Oh, and the name is Pants.
I completely 100% agree with Anton
Are you
Firth
saying-
on everything that he
It
said.
doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
No.
Super Mario 3D Land.
And it's not Super Mario Land, is it? Because it's not.
Oh, you say that, but
Is it?
I bet he's got to rescue Daisy at the end,
Really?
Oh.
and then I'll be livid.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Well, because she's
Is
not
it
worth
alright?
rescuing.
She's alright.
So we've got a crazy Daisy fan, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I'm just trolling.
You're just trolling.
Yeah, more or less.
I think she's okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
did.
think
I
I
got
can,
a
I
problem
can
with
see
Daisy.
what I can see what
Yeah,
Anton's
that's
nobody.
who I'm saving.
I can see what Anton's saying, and that when I played it as well, I thought it was the first time in a while. I thought this doesn't really feel like anything new. But the last time I felt that was when we played the demo levels for New Super Mario Brothers Wii,
Mm.
and I was a bit underwhelmed by those. And then when the final game came out, I was happier
Yeah.
because it was actually pretty good. There's a lot of imagination in every level.
Mm.
So I'm hoping that's the case here again. That I mean, because we're judging on a few levels, and there's going to be like 40, 50 levels. You'd think in this
And
game.
one of the levels we're judging on is the first level in the game,
yeah,
Which
which
is going to be
basics.
this is
Yeah.
how to jump
yeah.
level.
Yeah.
This is how you can run.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will
I'm
see.
confident it'll be really good,
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
even if it's not Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
still be good.
Well, they're clearly taking time. I mean, if they'd have rushed it, it would have been out for launch. They've obviously taken the extra time to make sure that it's definitely going to be up to the standards of the other games.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And there's, I feel like there's a lot more to be revealed there.
Yeah,
That,
definitely.
like Mr. Koizumi said, there are more suits to come. We've only seen the raccoon suit and like 4 or 5 levels.
I hope the frog suit comes back.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be amazing.
I love the frog suit.
Frog suit's the best. And Karibo's shoe as well. Yeah, you know it, Steve. You know it.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be lots of... Nintendo are very good at inserting little fanboy pleasing moments in all their games, aren't they? Where you go, remember that? That's level 7-2 from Mario. Mario Land or something. Chris Wario Punk Townsend. I wonder if that's his real middle name.
It probably is.
I think it's a brilliant middle name.
Wario Punk.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
What's your son's middle name?
Dylan.
Dylan? After Bob?
It's no Wario Punk.
After Bob.
Is it really after Bob?
Yeah.
That is quite cool.
Yeah.
No, it's not Wario Punk though, is it?
It's not Wario Punk.
Well, maybe you should
Maybe I should
maybe you
change
should
it.
remedy that down to the deed poll.
You won't know.
maybe the next one. That'll be the first name. Wario Punk.
I'm going to call my firstborn Bullet Bill.
Yeah.
Be he a man or a girl?
Man, woman, or beast.
I just think it's a cool name.
If
If it turns out to be an enormous bullet with a face, then I'd be very
Quids in.
concerned.
now Chris will like this. If we have a girl next, by the way.
Yeah,
We're considering calling her Daisy.
No, you're
Really?
not. Seriously?
do it.
Yeah.
You've got to do it.
If I had a girl and she was
Daisy,
called, and she was
Peach,
called Daisy,
East.
if I had a daughter and she was called Daisy and then she was kidnapped, I'd just say, well, let's have another.
You're asking for it.
Let's have another.
Yeah, so Chris Wario Punk Townsend, he can have the final word, not you, Gav, who says, it's my most wanted game on the 3DS by miles. I can't wait to see the raccoon suit in action again after all these years. I think we could all agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, boy.
Tanuki suit. I'm just being a nerd.
Yeah. Well, it's a mixture, isn't it? It
Yeah.
doesn't have the Tanuki
doesn't have
suit's abilities.
Statue ability
Yeah.
or flying.
Doesn't have statue.
So it's like a
But not
pretend
yet, at least.
Tanuki suit.
Not that we know.
We tried the old down and B in the demo, didn't work.
And he's not having it, is he?
No.
It's a shame.
So we'll see. So other games, we better just squeeze in the extra ones that are in the issue on sale now. Driver, Chris.
Yeah.
You sound really
Exactly.
enthusiastic.
So I mean, yeah. Driver.
Well, it's a bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Well, I started it. I was like, "This is
Well, a bit of a letdown. I mean,
yeah, that's a
a
proper
big letdown.
I started it and thought this is amazing because it looks really.
Yeah,
it
I'm up
looks,
for a bit of Driver.
yeah, and it's not like the later Driver games where he got out of the car and it got really crap. It's like he stays in the car at all times. He's smashing into things and this is brilliant. It's even got the rubbish building pop up that the old Drivers games had. Although I'm not sure that was that was.
I don't think that's a nod
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Driver
I know,
fanboy.
exactly.
It's not like in Mario, it's just like, oh, look at that.
Look at,
Oh, look, it looks really rubbish. Like the old one.
But,
Yeah, we did that for you, fans.
pop up aside, it looks amazing and it's great fun to play. The handling's perfect. They've obviously spent a lot of time getting the handling just right, like handbrake turns and everything are great. And then after about an hour or so, I realised that I was like on mission 7 out of 15 in the story mode, and I thought,
strapline.
yeah, and I thought, oh wait a minute, this I can't be halfway through this already, can I? And then like another hour later, it was finished, and I thought, well, what?
Oh dear.
I've literally put 2 hours into this. And then so that's the story mode, and there's a career mode which has just got loads of, I say loads, it's got another 3 or 4 hours worth of checkpoint races and those really boring elimination races that every racing game's got, where where the guy drops out in the last lap and everything. I just thought, this is rubbish. They've probably done a lot of work on it, and then it feels as if with like a month to go they thought, oh no, we'd actually better put some content in there to make it worth it doing. So yeah, it's like for 40 quid after 5 hours you're done.
That's a real shame, isn't it?
It's just because it's amazing. Those 5 hours are great, and then it's just a complete
Let down.
letdown after that.
Good job, Dave.
Ubisoft. Wait till
Yeah.
I muck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one.
'cause I've just
I mean,
opened this and looked at the screenshots, and I'm sort of listening to you going, well, it looks really nice. It's
Yeah.
not bad. And it says goes from 0 to 100% completion in a few hours. That's a strap.
Yes.
Oh,
Spoilers.
that's all right.
that's all right. He's just said the same thing himself.
No,
But I didn't say it with quite so much pep.
Such a clever way.
But yeah, it's great. But if you can rent it, rent the hell out of it. That's
Yeah.
what they should say on the box.
That's my attitude for life.
if you can rent it.
Rent the hell out of it.
That's horrible. You managed to make that sound really creepy.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
That was my intention.
So you can read more about Driver and lots of other games in the official Nintendo magazine on sale now. £3.99.
Mystery Case Files and Malgrave and stuff.
Yes,
Whoa.
big hitters like that.
And Dual Pen Sports. Yeah.
Oh, Let's Golf
Pen
3D. That is
Sports.
actually good.
Dual
Yeah.
Pen Sports is a weird one.
Not do no.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that quickly? Dual Pen Sports. It's another one I think that's come out now,
Yeah.
hasn't it? And it's disappeared
it's out.
without a trace.
Yeah, just
No, it's out
Oh, no,
2nd
and
of
it's out.
September.
Okay.
yeah, just really briefly, it's like a sports minigame thing, which is actually quite well made. But they seem to want to give you an extra stylus and ask you to play it with 2 styluses.
Why?
When in reality, the games all work perfectly well and actually work better with only one. So they've packaged the whole game around this stupid gimmick, which isn't even necessary, and actually makes the game more complicated to play and impossible to play on the tube and everything. So
do that.
Why do that?
no idea, just because they think it'll sell
gimmick,
more
yeah.
with some stupid gimmick. Whereas in reality, we all know the touchscreen on the DS can only take one touch at a time, and they want you to use 2 styluses to do it. So it just doesn't work. It works so much better with just one stylus. And when you play it with that, it's actually a really not amazing, but it's a serviceable enough sports mini game thing, which has got like kind of leveling up system and all that. It's a good laugh.
Because
But
without
And
that
you
gimmick,
can play
it's just
football
called
with a Pac-Man.
it's just called sports.
it's one pen,
10-minute sport.
one pen sport.
Sports.
So yeah, if you see it cheap enough, I would pick it up and just keep the other stylus as a spare, and just forget it.
I thought that sounded really interesting until you reminded me that you can only pick up one stylus at a time.
Yeah.
So
So it's like, well, it asks you like the archery one. It says,
Why do
okay,
that?
use your left stylus to raise the bow. So you literally just slide the stylus down the screen, and it picks the bow up. And it says, right, now use your right stylus to aim. I was like, well, why not just do it with one stylus? It works perfectly well with just one. Every sport is like that.
Chip.
Strange.
It's bizarre. They're actually selling it. Yeah, there's a Pac-Man football in it as well, which is great. You can see it in the one
It's the
screen.
best,
good to see.
Best screenshot ever on
Definitely-
page 96.
Definitely worth £40.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see that.
Yeah, if you see it for 20, go for it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, don't give it the time of day.
Good advice, Chris.
Thanks, Neil.
No problem. Nintendo TV, Gav. This is your bit.
Yeah.
Nintendo TV time.
Brilliant.
With Gav Murphy.
Hello.
Gav Murphy on the TV. Nintendo TV.
That's the jingle I get. Yeah, we've got loads of awesome stuff coming up, as always. In the next episode, which goes live on the 2nd of September, we've got an awesome interview, which is one of the coolest features we've done with this video game music choir in Boston, who are really, really cool people. And they go to this college of music called Berkeley, and a bunch of them got together to make this choir where they all do sort of different arrangements, which they do themselves, make up themselves, of video game themes. So they've done
And you might have seen that on our website recently.
Yeah.
They did the Smash Brothers
Yeah.
theme.
So
Yeah.
they've done
Which
a
is
couple.
very impressive.
They've done it. Yeah, they've done Smash Brothers. They've done an amazing Pokemon medley, which is really, really cool. They've done from Sonic Adventure 2, Escape from the City.
That's fairly obscure.
Yeah. But it's an awesome song.
Was that
the
them?
Mario
Was that
theme.
them with the Metroid one?
Yeah, and they did a completely original arrangement called Phase on Corruption, based on the Metroid
Really?
theme. Yeah, which
So it's themed as a Metroid.
yeah, so it's a
song,
song. It's a
but-
song that they've done. Yeah,
It's their own thing.
it's their own thing.
Wow.
So there's uses like little bits and bobs from different Metroid games, but it uses this like crazy foreign language to come up with this sort of like alien feel to it. It's amazing. It's so good.
See them in court.
It's really, really good. But yeah, no, it's really, really good.
So it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Then
Really
the week
good?
after,
It's really good.
really, really good. The week after, then Star Fox is out. Star Fox 64 3D. So we'll have an amazing launch special for that, and a chance to win copies of the game.
Yeah.
That sounds really,
Good
really
luck.
And
Good luck.
and we've got a couple of other exclusive, like a couple. We sent some guys over to Gamescom last week for us, and they
Yeah.
did an interview with our favourite Takashi Iizuka, the man with the skulls in his eyes.
That's a joke no one else will get.
No, we've
Let's
talked
just
about
leave it there.
We've talked about it before. haven't we?
Have we?
I think so.
Let's not explain it and just
yeah.
leave people hanging on that one.
And an awesome interview with the new Rayman guys who take us through and tell us some things they weren't meant to tell us, I think, about the 3DS version
Cheeky.
of Rayman.
Everybody loves Rayman.
Yeah.
Oh, get it? It's a joke.
Yeah, it was really good because he started out the interview going, yeah, I can't really talk about 3DS. And then by the end, I'd Darren Browned him.
Yeah.
He
Hard-hitting journalism.
He talked.
You had him
loads
shooting a gun at
about
your head.
3DS. yeah. But yeah, no, it's really, really good. So you got two awesome
It was the
interviews
Four of
coming
Hearts,
up.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the four. That's in the new game.
Shazam.
Yeah, so as always, every other Friday.
Yeah. Tune in.
Yeah.
So that's Nintendo TV. Now it's time for reader questions.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
This is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. There we go. Frankly, I'm ashamed.
All right, so this month's reader questions are a prime bunch of Nintendo-related quizzes. I don't know. It's not even English. Jake Murray asks, what is your favourite and least favourite Star Fox 64 3D vehicle? R-Wing, Blue Marine, or Landmaster? I have to say the Landmaster is terrible. I don't like it at all. Chris, I know you disagree.
I love it like it was my own
Really?
child. That's alright.
Man, to be honest,
I like controlling it in the new one.
I don't. No,
I think you're just being contrary.
Maybe.
I like
I don't like anything other than the. To be honest, the Blue Marine thing's not all that either.
How
I like the second part of Jake Murray's question. I'm guessing the Blue Marine is Chris's least favourite, due to being designed by Slippy Toad in his spare time, as it says on the official Star Fox 64 3D website.
That's an
Like
awesome
gospel.
nugget of
That's
information.
good. I like
Yeah.
Jake.
I didn't know that.
I don't really.
That old Jake Murray there.
It's like they did, like they asked him to design a new R-Wing, and he comes out at the.
Yeah, it's an R-Wing. It's an R-Wing, guys, but it goes underwater. It's like, shut up, it's in space. Absolute moron.
Which leads into the next question.
Just in case we.
Just in case anyone's wondering, just in case we end up in water.
Well done, Slippy. We'll
like
put
you
this
did-
level in just to please you, but we
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
these
there
should
are
be,
no bad guys down here. I would know. I mean, you've made it, so we might as well bloody use it.
used to be a guy in my school had one of those
So
space
furious.
pens, and he'd be, oh, this writes in space and underwater. Yeah, but don't get paper underwater, do you? So
You know, like you get those like space ice cream, like this stuff is like.
Astronaut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what? Why?
Been dehydrated.
That's horrible.
I don't know.
Has anyone tried it?
Yeah,
No.
Is
it's
it?
horrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, failure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get angry about
Yeah,
stuff.
astronauts. Where's your shuttle now?
There's some more anger coming up, courtesy of the Random C, whose actual name is Charlotte Smith.
Not so random anymore.
Yeah.
Boom.
If you could pick a person, not including yourself, to kick Slippy Toad's face in, who would it be and
I
why?
think that's really violent.
It's quite an unpleasant question, but that's sort of what I like.
But it's not without its merits.
Yeah.
Who
I don't know if-
Who do you pick?
I don't know.
I pick Matthew McConaughey from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation, where he's got
Yeah.
like a big cyborg leg.
The one with Renee Zellweger in
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He's
What?
got like a
Is that
huge-
even...
Yeah.
Does that film
Yeah.
exist?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
Renee
it's
Zellweger in it as
awful.
well. Genuinely.
But yeah, he's got
Lord.
like a hydraulic leg. So I'd pick that.
I'd-
So that'd be quite
I'd
quite
pick-
efficient if you're kicking a toad's face in.
Although Matthew McConaughey seems to have moved on a bit now, it would be a bit of a stress. Go, hello, yeah, can we get Matt?
Yeah.
I got a job for him. What? No. Kate Hudson's not involved.
I'd pick Whoopi Goldberg from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh.
Bit of space
What?
combat.
She's
Are we making up
What's her
things
name?
now?
Gaia.
about
No,
she was
films?
in. Yeah,
Gaia.
she's a-
She's in Star Trek:
she?
The Next Generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
That's the one where she dresses up as a nun and teaches them how to sing.
I used to always think that.
I've seen that one.
Her name, what's her name in it? Gaia.
No, I used to always think that she was just
Whoopi
Whoopi Goldberg, and everyone was walking around going, "What's
Goldberg. It's Captain Goldberg.
Was she went behind the bar? What did you think she was doing behind the bar?
I thought she just
Full on hard time. That she works on the Enterprise.
It's obviously in the future, so.
Obviously.
Obviously in the future.
Obviously.
But they don't have films, they have holodecks, don't they? So there's no actors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
Think about it.
Think about it, Gav. It all makes sense.
So Whoopi Goldberg, Matthew McConaughey. Any other any further suggestions?
I'd pick Rob Newman, the 1993 Norwich
Stand
City defender, who had the hardest shot in the Premier League at that time.
I would. I watched Hobo with a Shotgun last night.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be the perfect vehicle with which to dispatch him.
With a shotgun.
Good question.
Yes.
Good
That's
question.
a good question, Charlotte.
Actually,
Thanks
I might
very
still be
much.
told that much, to be honest.
I don't mind him. I think he's okay.
No, that's
He
incorrect.
just needs an older sibling to put his arm around him and go, Slippy, stop being such a plonker. Ashley Harrison, otherwise known on the forum as Messi97, asks, what is your favourite GameCube game of all time? Ashley's is Luigi's Mansion or Smash Brothers Melee.
Pikmin.
Pikmin?
Kirby Air Ride.
Really?
No.
Here we go. Universal Studios.
Kirby Air Ride's alright.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I never played it on GameCube.
My favourite on GameCube and Wii.
I reckon probably the most played game on GameCube was probably Monkey Ball 2 or Double Dash.
Yes, Monkey
Yeah,
Ball's
Double Dash.
brilliant.
Even though everyone hates Double Dash. Still,
Everyone claims
still
to hate
brilliant.
it.
in
Everyone
four-
claims to hate it now.
Mario Kart's-
Everyone played it when it was on GameCube.
yeah, it never fails to be awesome in
exactly.
4-player.
But it's just the hardcore
Wrong.
Mario Kart fans. just
Wrong.
like
What?
internet people.
Yeah, like me.
You're kind.
Yeah. It's the worst one. Bet you were loving it at the time. Not you. Them. Shut up. Not you.
Well, next one I'm going to say. I'd say Wind Waker is my favourite
What?
GameCube game of
Yeah.
Good
all
shout.
time.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
a good
agree.
shout.
I can't even think.
I'm going with that.
Metroid Prime 2
Yeah, Metroid Prime is
or Prime 1.
amazing.
Prime 1.
Man, GameCube was awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
That was
Huh?
good.
Crazy. Joe Hamster on the forum asks,
good.
on a slightly more negative note, what is the worst entry of a key Nintendo franchise?
Mario 64 DS.
Really? I
Waste of
thought it was good.
I hated it.
Me too.
I like the mini games in it.
The mini games were good, but I don't buy a game for mini games.
Have you tried it with the Circle Pad yet on 3DS?
No.
Don't.
I'm genuinely excited.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, it works.
I've not
doesn't.
tried. I've not tried it to be honest. I
yeah.
don't think it would work that
No,
well.
it wouldn't.
Well, that's annoying because I hated using the stars. Yeah, look, you can.
No,
move.
you can't.
If you
Yeah.
slide it fast, you'll run.
But that quickly
Yeah.
got the boot, didn't it?
Because I had the little thumb.
The
thing,
old
didn't
thumb
I?
strap.
yeah.
Thumb strap.
Yeah, definitely going to be using that. No. Obviously not.
They should bring it back for Wii U.
Yeah.
Dual thumb straps.
Imagine.
I'm thinking Star Fox Command on DS.
Yeah.
It was
good shout.
disappointing.
It was it wasn't terrible, but
No,
it,
it was
just
just-
wasn't
What about
all
Assault?
that.
Same with Assault, yeah.
Mm.
It
That was
pretty
pretty
dis-
bad as well.
Yeah, come on, Star Fox.
Yeah.
Give us something good. Well, I suppose they have.
They
but
have done.
That was like an old game though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something good and something new.
I'm not a fan of Zelda 2. That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
bit duff.
It's really hardcore. Like,
It's
and
probably
the combat
difficult.
is incredibly frustrating, isn't it?
It's weird. It's one of those ones after like 5 or 6 hours, then it becomes enjoyable. Because
But,
at the
yeah,
start
by
you only
that
take
point
a
it's like,
couple of hits and
oh, man.
you're dead. When you actually get enough hearts,
Yeah.
it becomes okay. But yeah, it's.
I don't want a game to take 5 or 6 hours to
Yeah,
get
to get
enjoyable. That's
enjoyable.
that's the
I
thing.
would have thought you would have said Luigi's Mansion.
Is
Is
that a key franchise?
Well, it's not.
'Cause-
It's never been a
'cause
key franchise. Is it? It's
Donkey-
B team at best.
What
And
about
that would
something
have to be the
like
best
Donkey
and the
Kong?
worst entry because it's the only entry in the Luigi's Mansion franchise.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fine.
Hmm.
Just putting that out there.
How very interesting.
So for more fascinating Nintendo chat and statistics, send us an email at futurenet.com with the subject name podcast question, and we will answer your questions next month. And now it's the competition. So this month's competition. Last month, we asked you to come up with new mini games for We Play Motion's imaginary sequel in 3 sentences or less. The winner obviously gets a copy of We Play Motion, complete with a sexy red remote plus. Ooh. So we've got lots of entries on this. Ben Colpus, Nick Slade, Max Higdon, Adam Smith, Scott Cello, and many others. Including one guy who thought London Riot Simulator would be a good idea. Not going to read that out too soon.
Man. My favourite Dixon's got destroyed in that riot.
Really?
Did it?
Yeah. So did
Was that the Dixon Dock Green?
Oh!
That's very good.
Target reference there.
All the Dixon Dock Green fans will be...
You're not even old enough for Dixon Dock Green.
Listen, Tom. I've got knowledge. Not really.
So the runner-up is a gentleman or lady called Cyber GW, who came up with the new We Play Motion minigame, Dance with the Murphy.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
My interest is firmly peaked.
You actually refer to yourself as the Murphy, don't you? So
quite a lot.
That's quite relevant.
Yeah.
Like a wrestler or something.
Yeah.
The Murphy's gone to get his lunch. The Murphy's getting some tea. Do you want one?
Murphy's answering the phone.
That sort of thing. So the minigame goes, hold the Wii Motion Plus remote and try to do the most uncomfortable dance you possibly can by moving it around your legs, right up in the air, and twisting your arm to strange positions to 5 different crazy songs. You can also use the balance board to create the most horrible dance in the world while watching a CGI Gav perform it on screen.
Has he actually seen me dance in real life? This sounds
is,
suspiciously like
this is
me
why
cutting the rug.
This is why I wanted to read it out.
You can only dance to 5 different songs.
Yeah,
different crazy songs.
Crazy songs.
And
No DLC.
He's also implying that you're a terrible dancer, which is wrong, because I've seen you on the dance floor and I've seen those snake hips.
It was virgin on erotic.
Sweet feet. Really, very nice.
Hypnotic moves.
Like a lava lamp.
That's the game. Gav Murphy will judge your dance, giving you 100 points for every awkward move.
Right.
Sounds good. I'd like to see a CGI Gav in the next, rendered sort of in the Donkey Kong Country style.
Yeah.
You know, you used to get those desktop buddies.
Yeah.
Little pets that you keep on your desktop. I want a CGI Gav on my desktop. Who opens files and just messes things up.
I think you'd soon get annoyed.
Yeah.
I get annoyed by my own self. Going on my own
Insert
desktop.
swear words
I want a
into
fake,
your copy.
I want a fake
that
Gav
sort of thing.
on Microsoft Word like the paperclip guy.
Yeah.
It just comes up and says, "Oh, it looks like you're writing a review. Don't waste your time with that. Do Nintendo TV instead. Magazines are dead, innit?'t it?"
Just goes, all right.
We did.
Every now and again.
Clever. Is it food?
what you eating?
That looks nice.
So not only a mini game there, a whole new range of Gav products that we could launch in your honour. That would be spectacular.
Do I get any money on the back end of that? Or
Nope.
Easy.
So the winner is Jack Zotola, who has entitled his minigame "Squirt Cream Like the O&M Team." Rhyme intended. He says, first add the can-shaped peripheral to the Wii remote, plug in your Wii Speak, and choose your vicious O&M employee with unlockables. This sort of doesn't make any sense. Lee Nutter and the Daisy Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
I think
is that
that's
a thing?
that's the enemies. That's 2 of the enemies.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the Daisy
the Daisy
Guardian is that
Guardian.
fan.
Oh,
I see.
yeah.
Loves
Right.
Daisy.
Yeah.
Ah, what are you guys talking about her?
Good reference to Lee Nutter there. He'd be a formidable boss, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Daisy Guardian. Shake up your Wii remote like a can of cream and spray as many cans of cream into Slippy Toad's engine
This guy's
as you
serious.
can for maximum points.
That sounds.
Watch him take off. This is the really nice bit. This is my favourite bit, in fact, because it's really vicious and unpleasant. Watch him take off and explode as the cream ignites into a ball of fiery delight. Taunt and laugh into the we speak for triple points.
So
Taunt
basically,
and laugh at the explosion of Slippy Toad's R-wing.
so
Yeah,
you
for
shake
points.
all over him
That's not very nice.
until he takes off.
Yep.
And then
That's
he
correct.
explodes.
He explodes.
What do I do?
And there's cream everywhere.
Am I exploding?
You taunt while he explodes.
I think
into
I'm
cream.
exploding just listening to this.
Don't know what that means.
I don't either.
So, well done, Jack. You win a copy of Wii Motion Plus with a wed. Hello, welcome. It's Jonathan Ross. It's the Jonathan Ross podcast there. So you've won some stuff. This month, we want you to come up with an O&M themed Xenoblade side quest and describe it in 3 sentences or less. So imagine Shulk heading to the O&M offices and doing some sort of fetch quest,
Yeah.
resulting in some form of bonus.
Fetch us some cream.
But be funny about it. Possibly involves Slippy Toad or explosions.
I'm not giving
They
away a
seem
copy
to
of
go down
Xenoblade
well.
Chronicles to the winner.
We certainly are.
That's one of the best prizes we've given away.
I know.
So easy.
Yeah,
Actually,
it
a
seems,
good
it
price.
seems a bit
Price.
too good to be
Yeah.
given away on this
Yeah,
podcast.
Can we just
No.
keep that?
No,
The winner gets
it's your copy,
Marie
Steve.
Antoinette.
Winner gets
Bring it
Let's
back.
Shop.
The winner also gets my copy of Boxing for the Intellivision system, which
Yeah.
I bought in Game Station for 20 pence.
Yeah, all right, okay.
So-
That's even
Just thought-
greater
just thought-
incentive.
Just
to
thought I'd
enter.
raise the stakes in case you didn't want Xenoblade.
Thrifty.
You might want Boxing on Intellivision.
I don't know who wouldn't.
Well.
So send your O&M themed Xenoblade side quests into onm@futurenet.com with the subject heading Podcast 25 competition, and you may well win a copy of the game and that thing that Chris just said. So, issue 73 is out now, £3.99. Lots of amazing stuff in there this month.
It's cheap.
It's cheap. 4 free Zelda posters.
When it was $4.50, it was cheap. Now
Yeah.
that it's $3.99 again, it's disgustingly cheap.
I know.
Actually,
I'm disgusted right now.
I'm going to go and vomit after this.
I've already
So-
done it. Sorry.
So while Chris goes to vomit and Gav clears up his vomit, I'm going to wrap it up by saying, why don't you go to our website, officialnintendomagazine.co.uk. Follow us on Twitter. We are on ONM_UK, and on Facebook.com. We are facebook.com/officialnintendomagazine. Until next month. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. See you guys.
Thank you very much for listening to the podcast. Bye bye.
do, 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 do.